If you over tighten this bad boy, you're going to pull the threads right out of the plastic. You can strip it. Another thing, this big long bolt is the bolt that came with it to attach it to the gun, the back of the gun's receiver. But without the washers, it comes with a lock washer and with a big huge flat washer. Without either one of those on the bolt, and not that it makes much of a difference, but this bolt will go all the way through the stock. The original stock, however, the bolt number one is shorter. It does come with a flat washer, but without the washer, when you put it in the stock, it's in there. It's captured. It's not going to come out. Again, maybe not a big deal. I'm not saying this stock is not strong. I'm not saying it won't hold up. I'm just, pointing out the differences that I see, and as we go further along in this thing, the differences, in my opinion, and for my use and my application, are going to essentially make this stock a waste of time and money for me. Not that it's a bad product. It's just not for what I want this particular gun for. I lose functionality, not only in the respect of being to unload the thing via the mag tube rather than cycling the action to get the shells out. I lose functionality in other areas as well. As a comparison, again, bolts closed. This is the Remington 4-end. Here's the original one. There's the difference in length. For the Remington folks out there, we all know that you can add a side saddle right here. A 4-round with this 4-end you can put on the gun with no modifications whatsoever. You just simply pop the pins out, put the back plate on, screw it from the other side with the bolts that are supplied, and then attach the side saddle to the mount plate. You don't have to do anything to the 4-stock or the 4-end at all. A 6-round, however, you would have to notch it in here somewhat to make it fit, or throw this one away and get a shorter, even shorter police style stock. This stock, you have no options for a side saddle of any sort. With the original stock, like a lot of people do, I had one of these on it. Simple, basic elastic butt band, I call it, that holds 5 rounds. It slips right on the back of the butt. You've got, in my case, I'm left-handed, so it goes over here. But you've got 5 rounds available over and above what's in the tube and what's in the chamber. I don't really see how that's going to fit here. So I've effectively, by using this stock kit, between it and the 4-end, I've effectively eliminated any sort of extra ammunition, on board ammunition I should say, options. So again, it's not a bad product. It's just not for me, I don't think. It's the cavity here, where I don't know how well you can see this, but the cavity here is large enough to store food in. It's just I won't say cheaply built, but it is less beefy than the original. The 4-ends seem about the same. The length of pull, this new Supercell recoil pad actually fits inside the stock like that, as opposed to mating on the flat surface of the back of the stock. It is more cushiony. It's softer than the original style typical waffle recoil pad that you see on a normal 870. Big thing for me, again going back to the recoil pad, brass inserts, machine screws. You can't over tighten them. A couple little rubber plugs that go in the holes of the recoil pad, and once you attach it, kind of dresses it up a little bit. Not a huge deal. These holes are pretty small, but you have to shove that all the way through it, and you can't over tighten it. Again, it simply screws into a molded in plastic boss that you know, if you get gorilla like with it, you can over tighten it. So not huge issues, not big differences. You know, the gun, like I said, I bought it. It's a copy of a Remington 870. I used to hunt. I've had 870s in the past. I like them, but I like this. And at the time I needed this gun, I couldn't afford an 870. This gun cost me half or thereabouts of what a new 870 would. It's just an 18.5 inch barrel, smooth bore, bead sight, you know, just your basic home defense style gun. All kinds of options are available for it because everything for a Remington will fit, except, again, the barrel. The barrel lug, the locking lug on this gun is in a different area, a different place than what would be on a Remington barrel, which would be back here somewhere, because the mag tube on a Remington is shorter. It doesn't hold as many rounds. There is a modification that I won't go into here to make a Remington barrel fit this gun, but again, that's for another time. The thing is accurate at least to 25 yards. I've never shot it further than that, but I can bust a clay target with double-aught buck, or I can put a hole in a 2.5 inch fluorescent circle with a slug at 25 yards pretty easily. So, you know, it's not meant for any sort of tactical maneuvers or evolutions. I didn't buy it for any other reason than to be my first line of defense in the event that my home gets broken into and my family gets put in danger. I have this. The wife has a Glock G22.